It's the Music Void. We're back here at Muse Expo Europe. We have Robb McDaniels, who is the CEO and founder of InGrooves. Thanks for coming along today. Can you give us a little bit of just insight into what exactly InGrooves is, what it does?
Sure, absolutely. We got started in 2002. It was a company that I founded. We're based in San Francisco. And basically we are a digital distribution and marketing company that provides various distribution services to independent labels, established artists, and even major labels.
Okay, and so obviously the digital distribution landscape is a very crowded market. How do you differentiate what you do as in comparison to, say, some of your competitors? What is your key differentiation?
Well, I think that it starts first and foremost with our technology. We set about building a software platform, whereas others really focused on the hardware and aggregating a lot of content. So our software is incredibly scalable, and it allows us to focus more of our time on marketing.
Okay, so you do get the marketing right.
Yeah, you have to. I mean, it's the distribution is scalable, but the marketing is still very much a one-to-one relationship.
Okay, and is that like a dashboard tools, or you do direct marketing to the services you deliver to, or do you let the labels have a dashboard where they can go in and choose what marketing, or is it a combination of that? Can we drill down on that a little bit?
Sure, yeah. Well, we do have what we call a console. We have to differentiate ourselves from our competitors who call it a dashboard, but we have a client console where our clients can track the status of their releases in the digital world, which online and mobile services we've distributed to, and they can track all of their sales in real time. Actually, as we receive all of that information, the console gets updated, and our clients can also export that information. We are making some improvements to the console now to allow our clients to access third-party vendors and applications to help them market themselves. But when we talk about marketing as InGrooves, we are talking about release-specific, multi-month campaigns that really focus on how to effectively market that release to the artist fans in the digital world. It's an analysis of where those fans are hanging out and how can we most effectively reach them. And that's different for every artist. And it's really something that is much the same in the digital world as it is the physical world.
Okay, and moving on, I'd like to get some of your views, probably more from a personal level, of some of the, say, the ad-funded models out there. In this current economic climate, do you think, with the amount of ones we have there, is that going to be scalable over the long term? Is it going to be sustainable over the long term?
The ad-funded models?
Yeah.
Wow, there's a lot to say on this topic, but I think that right now the primary issue with the ad-funded model is that the agencies and the advertising market does not yet believe in what the true value of that model is, and so. And obviously there's a contraction going on in the overall economy that's affecting ad budgets, but I don't think anybody's proven that consumers of an ad-based service are clicking on the ads, looking at the ads. It's very difficult to value that. So I think that it's a model that eventually will come around, but we have a situation right now where I think there's going to be a 12 to 18 month gap between when those services gain some traction and the ad dollars start to flow, and consumers I think are rapidly shifting to streaming services, especially given the current economy, because they're looking to save money, and there's great services that offer free streaming, and so they'll just go to those services, stream all the music for free, but yet there's no ad money there. The other big elephant in the room, I think, and another potential of sort of for conflict in the industry is that a stream, or actually a download, is not 150 times more valuable than a stream. And that's what the royalty payment is to a label. It takes 150 to 200 streams before we earn as much money as we do from a download. And just from that, you have cash flow issues, right? If you think about it, it's going to take months, if not a year or two, before someone listens to a song 150 to 200 times. So again, you have an impending cash flow issue that I think so far has been ignored because it's such a new market.
Right. Well, drilling down on that a bit further, obviously because of these streaming models, so PRS just cut its streaming rate by 75%. So now, say an artist or content owner has to, say it's YouTube, used to have to get 40 plays to make £1. Now it's 100 plays. Does that make the market harder for you to make money?
Well, it's hard. Look, it's a give and take, right? It gives the services an opportunity to gain some traction and to prove the model to the advertising agencies and all the large brands out there. Yeah, I mean, it impacts the content owner or distributor in the short term. And this is, I think that it's going to put a lot of pressure on a lot of people in the next 6 to 12 months, especially.
Okay, now moving on to the subscription models, how do you think they're going to play out over the next 5-year time frame? Do you think subscription is a goer or a non-goer?
I think that all of these models, whether it's streaming, ad-funded, subscription, a la carte, there's others as well, are viable models in their own right. And I think that music consumers love to have their own experience. And I don't think there's going to be a one model fits all solution here. I think that the subscription model appeals to many people. Napster and Rhapsody and eMusic have been around since the beginning, since 2001, 2002, or even earlier. And they've carved out their little niche and are, for the most part, cash flow positive. And I think that they stand to benefit as consumers feel more comfortable with streaming in general, and more comfortable with the subscription model, and that they can get all the music they